guys, this next video, you'll see Tucker Carlson interviewing this woke expert on immigration. He keeps on asking her a question that she's just dodging left and right, but see how he gets her to answer. Have a look.
How many people should we allow into this country illegally every year? Let's be precise, since you do this for a living. How many people should we allow in illegally every year?
I don't think that we should allow people illegally into the country. I think that we should create a pathway so that people can come into the country legally. I never had to cross the border illegally. I came here on a tourist visa. So I don't know what it's like to risk your life to come here, but many people do die trying to come to our country. And so I want to have a way so that people who want to come work in this country can come work in this country legally.
Okay, how many? Well, there are 320 million people in the country. Again, you do this for a living. This is not something that you haven't thought about, presumably. Yeah. How many people should we let in every year? We let in about 1.5 million legally. What should that number be? And we're interested in the answer. I certainly am. What is it?
Yeah, I think that we have to have a deeper conversation to come up with a number that makes sense.
I'm trying to be respectful, and I do respect your achievements, and I think you're clearly a talented person, but I think if you advocate for policy changes, you ought to be able to define what they are and then defend them, and you can't. And many other people in your position can't. And I just want specifics. That's it. I'm not trying to be mean, but you can't provide them, and I'm disappointed. I'm sorry, we're out of time. Thanks
no,
for joining
I can provide you with the specifics.
Yeah, I've asked you 5 times. Like, what's the number? And we'll just hold it real quickly. How many people should we let in every year? Yeah, what's the ideal number of legal immigrants, either through H-1B programs or through various other programs? We have to bring people illegally. How many should we bring in a year? That's a real question.
That cap of 85,000 visas should at least be double to that number to meet the demands of our country and of our economy. Okay. So if you're talking about H-1B visas, I think the number should at the very least be doubled.
Be 160,000.
And when it comes to policy, we can't have a conversation about changing the immigration policies of this country without including a pathway to citizenship for the 11 million people who are here.
Maybe we can. That's kind of up to American citizens and not up to people here illegally.
It's up as an American citizen.
Right, as an American. I get it. And thank you for throwing out that number. I appreciate it.
Ever notice whenever you ask a Democrat, especially a Democrat who is trying to push forward policies, whenever you ask them a question that they don't want to answer, they have so many different ways of dodging that answer, as this woman did. And the more common one that is always said is what she said: I think we should have a deeper conversation about it. I mean, what does she think that's going on right in that interview with Tucker? They're having a deeper conversation about immigration. And Tucker keeps asking her, how many people should we let in legally to this country before we say, like, enough's enough? And she finally says at the very end, doubling the number. So right now we let in 85, so doubling that number. So it was cool how Tucker was able to push her. But what's just, I don't know, what just bothers me is that Democrats want to push policies so much, and their focus just seems like how it's going to suit their agenda, right? They don't really look in, I don't think, into how it's really going to affect our country. So they want to let in more immigrants to come through our country legally, right? They want to increase that number. But you never hear statistics or research on how that's going to help our country and how it's going to help our Americans, taxpayer Americans in our country. You never ever hear that side of it, because 9 times out of 10, it's not going to help, it's going to hurt. And that's how Democrats just love to dodge answering questions. And kudos to Tucker for pushing her to finally give an answer.